A common question that I get is what's better, a clay bar or a clay mitt? And what I like to tell people is you can use them for different scenarios. On this Audi right here, I'm prepping it for ceramic coating. So I'm gonna use a clay bar every time before I do a ceramic coating because I wanna make sure I get the paint as cleaned up and dialed in as possible. That way when I lay down the coating, it bonds to the paint and cures really well. You know, when you're using a clay mitt, that's usually on cars that are fairly new. They don't really have any grime. You're not really doing much paint correction or any coatings like that. So when you see at the end of this video, there's black dots on this Audi, and I'm picking them up with the clay bar, and you'll be able to see it. Now, if I use the clay mitt on this, those black dots are really hard to get, and the clay mitt wouldn't remove it. This is a fairly new vehicle. It's a 2024, I believe, or it might be a 2025. It might be brand new, but even when they're brand new and I'm using this clay bar on the paint, I can feel a lot of grime that I'm picking up. So just because it's a new vehicle doesn't mean it doesn't need to be clay barred. Now, some vehicles can just get by with the clay mitt. You know, you can kind of feel the paint when you're washing the vehicle and kind of get a feel for what the paint feels like. So clay mitts have their purpose. However, they're not my favorite when you're really trying to get a deep dive to cleanse the paint before any type of correction or coating like that. Also with the clay bar, you can use it on the windows, you can use it on the rims, and you can get more grime that way as well. You can't really use a clay mitt on the rims or on the emblems or anything like that because it's just hard to get in those grooves. So right here, you see me getting on that black Audi emblem right down there on that black strip. And as I'm done, you're gonna see me wipe down everything and I'll show you what the clay bar picked up. It's pretty amazing how well they work. Now, after the clay bar, I'm gonna follow it up with a polish, then do an IPA wipe down, and then lay down the coating. I'll do a couple more videos of that so you guys can see it. But I want to show you the end result of this clay bar from what I just used on almost a brand new vehicle.